There is something I want to talk about today that I feel like doesn't get mentioned enough as a woman. And I'm going to start with this. Modesty is the highest form of beauty. There is nothing that makes a woman more beautiful than her modesty. And I want to explain to you why. Your style is a perception of who you are. If you dress half naked all the time wherever you go, the perception is not going to be what you want it to be. I think the first time I really started to see the importance of modesty was when I entered junior high. Observation is a big sign of intelligence. And growing up, I started to notice that I observed a lot. I was in 8th grade in science class. This was the first day that I went to a public junior high. I went over there, we had assigned seats, and we sat down. I would watch the people, I would watch the way that they act, how they spoke to one another. And there was just so much about it that I never found right. And the one thing I never found right was the immodesty around me. I remember being in that class as an 8th grader and looking at everyone that was dressed in such a provocative way and thinking to myself, I do not want to live like that. I do not want my body to be on display for everyone. This is the real reason of modesty. Modesty does not display the body. It displays the soul. And right in that moment, as an 8th grader, that mindset changed my life. The more that you dress provocatively, the less people will see your spirit. Your body is so sacred. It is a gift from God, and it must be protected. I want to share another experience that changed my life. Just recently, my sister and I decided to compete in a pageant for Miss America. And I don't think you realize there are too many people in this world that take modesty for granted. My sister and I entered this pageant, and they wanted us to wear a dress that showed the shoulders. It was way too high above the knee, that basically my butt was out, and so my lower back was. I never felt so uncomfortable. And when I went to them and told them I don't want to wear this dress, they told me that I had to for the opening number, or I couldn't compete. I don't know. I just remember looking around and thinking, how is everyone so okay with basically being naked? The dress was so tiny. It didn't hide a single thing. It didn't keep sacred a single thing about your body. So I told them, I am not going to wear this dress unless I can make alterations to it. I have to wear a slip under. Otherwise, I am not going up on that stage. And they said, okay, yeah. So I did. I made alterations. My sister and I bought a slip, and we put it under the dress, and we put a vest over so that it would cover all the areas that are meant to be kept sacred. The day of the pageant shows up, and we have to go up there and introduce ourselves. I walked onto that stage with that slip and that cover, and I just remember the look of the judge's face, just full of disappointment. And I thought to myself, what is wrong with society? Whatever happened to the power of standards? They are so rare now that just to be basically a decent human being makes you stand out no matter what. Like, why is this normalized in society? Your body is a sacred gift, and it is not meant to be showed or displayed to everyone. But yet we live in a society where it has desensitized so much that our brains see a half-naked person and we're like, oh, normal. Like, oh, yeah, there's thousands of people. Like, the internet, social media is so dangerous. Modesty is one of the greatest standards a woman can have. It's not a showcase, and it's not an object. Your body is a gift, and it must be treated as so. Modesty is so important because it is a sign of respect, not only to you, but to God. I'm a firm believer in God. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I know 100% without a doubt that modesty is one of the greatest forms a woman can show respect to the Lord. I'm a model, I'm an actress, and I'm a singer. And let me just tell you, in those industries, it is so difficult to stay modest. The amount of times I've had to turn down acting gigs, modeling gigs, auditions, concert venues, there is so much I have had to turn down just because of the way that I chose to dress. There are so many people that have rejected me in those industries just because I refuse to let them display my body. They rejected me because of my standard. But I'm grateful for that rejection because that rejection taught me there is no amount of money, wealth, exposure in this entire world that is worth your integrity. It takes a lifetime to build integrity and a moment to lose it. To the women and to the men out there, modesty is not your greatest enemy. It is your greatest ally. Modesty does not put you in a box. Modesty does not constrain you. Modesty allows you to think outside the box, and modesty allows you to fly. Modesty is not a way to make women feel less about themselves. In fact, it's the complete opposite. It helps women to understand that they are more than their bodies. If you want to become the greatest version of yourself, modesty must be applied to your life. I know for a fact, and I have my own witness of it and testimony, that modesty is the highest form of beauty. Because modesty is a form of purity. Modesty is a form of class. And modesty is a form of elegance. I've always wanted to portray that wherever I go. For me, when I adapted that mindset, when I decided to let modesty not only be a part of my life, but be a part of who I am, my life changed. I no longer had a mindset to display the body. I had a mindset to display the soul. And ever since then, I can tell you, when people come to me, they always give me the compliment, Leahona, you are so full of light. That is the greatest compliment for me to receive because that means I know. I know that they don't see me for my body. They see my soul. I have had the opportunity to not only bless my own life, but bless the life of thousands because I chose to live with modesty. Modesty is beauty in its purest form. Modesty does not display the body. Modesty displays the soul. Anything that this world has to offer is not worth your modesty.